ABV, original gravity, Simcoe hops, head retention, lacing. Those names might not mean too much to you now, but you're going to know them even more as we go through another round of Brewsday Tuesday. Here's DreZ and Big Nate.
And those names basically mean nothing today.
There's no hops. Although that would be intriguing.
Maybe one day. It is Brewsday Tuesday, or Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Southern Restaurant and Six Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg. If you are watching on the Facebook and or the YouTube, you probably already have an idea of what this round is about. Obviously, more tequila mixed into margaritas, but this one is a little something special. Jalapeno infused tequila. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize to Tequila Steve because, well, I'm not a great pronunciationist. What is it? What do you see that as?
Tres Generaciones.
We'll
I speak the language, but my pronunciation is garbage. My wife says I speak like John Wayne, like trying to speak in Spanish.
Always think about like
I can understand the language, like you can speak it to me, but I'm just gonna insult everyone.
Yeah, I'm not even that close to it. It always makes me think of like Inglourious Bastards, where they go on with a plan, even though they
Gorlame.
Gorlame.
We saw that in theaters together, didn't we?
Did we?
I believe that's one we went to together.
Oh, it was a good one. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Gorlame. So good.
Brad Pitt's finest role.
It was. It was a great movie, great film, and this is. Ooh, all right. So, you were generous. I got a little extra that didn't fit in the glass.
Okay. I forgot to put ice in my glass. So that's my cube.
So this one is courtesy of Tequila Steve, a jalapeno infused. So this one will be a little spicier. You went with the standard recipe, right?
Yes.
And then, but the rim I can see
all of the beauty lies there.
Is a little bit different. It looks like even the rim might have a little bit extra kick.
Yes. That was by design. I did consider throwing something crazy in here like fruit, but I didn't want to disappoint and take away from Tequila Steve's jalapeno infusion. Ooh. So yeah,
spicy.
Does it work?
It's good. Oh, this is delicious. You're gonna love it.
That's a mixture of salt and tajin, which is a tajin classico, is a Mexican seasoning that is essentially just dried chili peppers with citric acid and lime added, and they put it on absolutely everything. Really puts a Bloody Mary to the next level.
Well, I will tell you this. If you like spicy, I think this is going to be the favorite margarita of the day. That is awesome. So I can't quite recall exactly how he does it. But as far as doing the jalapeno infused, it made it seem like it was a pretty simple process. You get like a few fresh jalapenos. You dice it up, and then you let it all mix with a bottle of tequila. I think over 24 to 48 hours. You stir it occasionally. You strain it, and then obviously I think just for looks, obviously there's a few just floating in there, reminiscent of like a worm or whatever. And man, it is fantastic. And I do remember after when he came in the first time, he left the jalapeno tequila, and I did make some margaritas with it and just thoroughly enjoyed them. And we did try them all straight.
Yeah,
all very good. The Cabo Wabo tasted so different from. Well, they all taste actually very different for obvious reasons. But
the Humidor is really smooth, but the Cabo Wabo, like I feel like you get every flavor of everything. And I wonder because of course the Humidor is the Reposado, which is barrel aged. The Tequila Blanco, not so much. So I feel like you're getting a much fresher product maybe with the Cabo Wabo Tequila Blanco. But like it was incredible.
Yeah,
like it was very enjoyable.
All very good.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead full disclosure. My favorite was the one we're currently drinking, and
the jalapeno. It's good, and frankly, I don't know where this one lies because obviously I didn't purchase it. I purchased the Cabo Wabo. You got the. So we know price point. If I had to guess, coming from Tequila Steve, this probably isn't a lower shelf tequila. And you add in the fact, so it's already probably a good tequila. You add in the fact that, because Tequila Steve ain't drinking bad tequila, but he's also put his own little flavor in there with the jalapeno, so it's delicious.
So now I see those jalapenos in there, and I'm wondering, because of course a lot of flavors infused in the tequila, how potent those would actually be.
Well, I'm going to find out eventually. Those aren't not going to get eaten. I can guarantee you that.
Tequila nachos. That's going to be the new trend. Have you ever been in a situation where you've been having mezcal and you've seen the worm or tried the worm or the scorpion?
I feel
depending
like
on your variation.
So yeah, I honestly I was looking that up because the jalapeno made me think of the worm and stuff. I'm sure I probably have at some point. I feel like as a kid I remember a bottle of it, a worm floating in one of the bottles, like growing up and stuff. But I don't quite remember. I definitely would. Like if it was the last shot, you got to do it. And I would happily volunteer to do that. But so first things first, it's not a worm.
What is it?
Or at least not originally. So it started back in the 50s. Mexican mezcal maker discovered a moth larva in a batch of mezcal.
Ugh.
And he thought that it actually made it taste better. So he started intentionally putting it in. Then it kind of became a gimmick. People started copying.
Moth population went down.
But it actually wasn't a worm. It actually was a moth larva. So I guess if they're doing it properly, it's a moth larva, not a worm.
Ugh.
But that was the other thing that I thought was surprising. That was a mezcal. So yeah, it's not tequila that has the worm. It's a mezcal. So I guess people probably get that confused. Do you know the difference?
I think. I mean, I'm just speculating based on past experiences. I think it's that the mezcal's age differently and has something added that's not agave. Am I right?
Close. So the way I read it is it's kind of the bourbon whiskey thing. So bourbon is a whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon. Tequila is a mezcal, but not all mezcals are tequila. So the difference being, to make it tequila, it has to be made with only blue agave.
Okay.
But mezcal can be any type of agave plant.
It took us 3 segments to learn the significance of the blue agave, but we figured it out.
That's why all these tequilas say blue agave, because that's tequila. So there you go.
Right.
The more you know.
Now I got to try all the other colors and see if I'm missing something.
Right.
Tequila is also, like, in my experience, the most readily available.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, again, this is not the aisle of the liquor store I shop regularly, but maybe I should, man, because this is delicious. I have thoroughly enjoyed all of these tequilas, straight and mixed into margarita. I always enjoyed margaritas. I just don't.
It's
really...
way better than potato vodka.
I'm not gonna lie, it definitely goes down a lot easier than the potato vodka.
How are you feeling about that tahini on the side?
Oh, it's delicious.
Are your lips starting to burn?
So I'm a little jealous because I did notice that we have about the same pour. Yours has no ice. Mine is full of ice. So I'm like, But I will say this has got to be my favorite, man. This is so good, and it's spicy, but it's not like beating you over the head or anything. It's not like it'd be tolerable for somebody that, I mean, you like spicy foods and stuff, obviously, right? So, but me too. But I would imagine that even your casual, spice fan could thoroughly enjoy it.
It's a light enough kick that it's definitely tolerable. It's not gonna make you break out in a sweat or anything, and it's incredibly delightful. On a hot day, this would be perfect. Beachside.
Yeah. I'll take it all day long, man. So shout out to Tequila Steve for helping us out with this one. And shout out to our bartender over here, man. Nate, you crushed it.
Like I said, this is probably the best bartending I've ever done. So
I will say that
it's all downhill from here.
I mean, if we're doing the scores, I think this one does take the cake.
It's a 5.
It probably is a 5.
It's a
so
5.
good.
I don't know if I ever gave my Cabo Wabo would have been a 4.5. The El Jimador would have been a 4.75. But this.
Oh, so you
this
like
right
the
here is
Cabo
5.
worst? That was your least favorite, the Cabo?
I don't know if it was the interaction of the triple sec with the Cabo, but because it's so warm, like as far as
You needed more ice in your glass? Is that what you're saying?
As far as the tequila straight goes, Cabo comes out ahead of the El Jimador. But in a margarita, I think El Jimador has that really balanced flavor. That
Well, it's hard to
works so
really
perfectly.
base it just on the tequila because they were different recipes.
That's true as well.
You know, we would have to do another round.
That's true.
with
Maybe I've been wasting time adding triple sec.
I don't
Is
know.
what I'm beginning to wonder.
Perhaps, man. I mean, it is definitely a fun way to mix it up, but maybe that's just like an occasional thing, and that shouldn't be your go-to. I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, that's perfect 5.
But this is, the spiciness of the jalapeno as well as the compliments of the nice little added touch that you did with the tagine, you said?
Tajin.
Tahine? Yeah, see, you do speak it better than I do, so at least I give you credit there, man. But yeah, there we go. All right, that's a wrap on the National Margarita Day. Go out and enjoy and celebrate accordingly and responsibly.
Have some tacos,
Yeah,
too.
enjoy Taco Tuesday, Margarita Day, all that good stuff. We will get back to drinking beer as the rejoin wants us to.
We probably should.
We definitely should. Next week, we will enjoy some tasty beverages. And in the meantime, you can, of course, catch up on previous Brewsday Tuesdays that you may have missed over on our YouTube page. Subscribe, 105.3 The Bear on there, as well as, on our website. We got it all at 105.3thebear.com. Big Nate, looking forward to doing it again. Thanks, as always, for bringing in the stuff. And well, not as always.
Thank you for
thank
the lovely jalapeno contribution and the Cabo Wabo.
Delicious stuff. We won't take a quick break. We'll take a quick break and get back to the tunes. But I'm done. I think I think this show has ran its course.
You've worn out your
And
welcome.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, we might as well just keep drinking because I'm getting off the airwaves. JT's coming up next with his Just Tunes. I will return tomorrow, good and hungover, I'm sure, for your Wednesday edition. Until then, be sure to keep it real. Keep it locked right here, 105.3 The Bear Style. I'll see ya.